What's going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Gen X Army Vet here with a video from YouTube. Like you read in the title and you can see in the thumbnail, this is Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's daughter, Northwest or whatever. Um, it just proves that no matter how much money you make, no matter how far or how high of success you can achieve, if you let the trash culture get into your family, this will be the result. They're billionaires. They should be able to keep their kids completely separated from any type of culture, any type of life like this. They raise up right, just be perfectly well mannered, you know, speak well, speak properly, grow up to be upstanding members of society. Not saying that she's not as of yet, but you could tell for her being 12 years old, this is where she is. This is what she's looking like and the things that she's doing. So you can only expect or suspect it's gonna just continue to get worse and worse as she gets older. Just think of it as Will Smith's children, and there are other children out there doing the same thing. Like Ti and Tiny's kids. Rich people, they let this happen and they don't do anything about it. It just shows weak parenting skills. But without further ado, let's get into this video.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
It's really hard, and it's interesting because all the kids are like wearing the same things, but then my daughter tries to wear it, and then I'm like, okay, we're never wearing that again. Unfortunately, we made that mistake in front of the whole world.
Look, like, why? She's 12. My daughter is 12. I couldn't imagine her wearing some shit like this. It just shows her how, and the thing is, it's the trash culture. So they're billionaires. They see us lesser people do this. They try to copy that. And then the lesser people, they see them doing it. So it's like a perpetual cycle of who's copying who's following who, So it's like the recycle sign just continues. So they're like constantly out trying to do each other. And these people have the means to not do this and prevent their kids from doing this, yet they let it happen.
She loves hair looks. Yeah. That's her thing. I'm like, babe, if you want blue hair, like, it is what it is.
Kim Kardashian on Call Her Daddy firing back at the mom shamers who blasted her for this look. 12-year-old Northwest rocking a corset and electric blue hair during a trip to Italy in August.
It makes her so happy. I would never take that creative away from her.
It makes her so happy. I would never take it away from her. So they just perpetuate this shit. They let this shit happen. I could see probably in the next couple of years, we're going to hear about this again. We're going to hear about this for the rest of our lives. It's always going to be in news where something she did or something they did or, something outlandish. Oh, their kids in therapy, their kids on drugs, or you see it happen. There's other couples out there, especially people in Hollywood, like think of like, I don't know, just some famous actors that have children. Some of them are able to keep their kids away. Like think about Tom Hanks and his children. And then there's the Kiefer Sutherland and his children and people like that. You keep your family separated from this type of environment and they grow up normal, productive, upstanding members of society. But you let them be involved in this culture, and no matter how much money you have, this is what the turnout's going to be.
If her rebellion is dyeing her hair and like wearing whatever, but she's like my bestie and being so close, I'd rather my girl be with me and be with me all the time, and let's experiment with every hair color.
Okay, that's the same thing. Like you think about Will Smith kids, Jalen Smith. Let them experiment. Let them do this, do that. And then just look how fucked up those kids are. I'm not making it up. You guys know. We see it in the news all the time. You see the pictures they're posting, always posting on TikTok and Instagram, all the dumb shit that they do. She called her bestie. Your kid is not supposed to be your bestie. You're supposed to be your damn kid. You're the parent. You're not supposed to, hey bro, you're not supposed to talk to your kids that way. They're not your best friend. What do you have this in, you have no interest, the shared interest, other than, the relationship, mother, kid, mother. Other than that, you beat that kid's ass and do whatever you need to, make sure they turn out right. You're not supposed to be their best friend.
Whatever she wants to do when she is old enough, she can do.
Yeah, North loves a look, and we've seen her in just about everything. From casual sportswear to designer, switching effortlessly from tomboy chic to cyberpunk. The preteen is also always experimenting with glam, a hobby Kim and North dad Kanye weren't totally on board with at first.
See?
She'll be like, but mom, like I grew up literally my whole life sitting in your lap while you're getting your makeup done, watching you do it. Like she even said, you know, Mario and your team has been like my teachers. I've had the best teachers. Why can't I try it? So I'm like, you know what? Okay. She does.
Your people are my teachers. So the degeneracy is rubbing off on the daughter. So you're going to see this. As she gets older, it's only going to get worse. And then she's just the female version of Jalen Smith now. Think of it that way.
Special effects makeup all the time, and it turns all of her friends into these characters. As a mom, you're kind of like learning at the same time. But what I do know is my baby's such a good girl and such a sweet girl. Yeah, I just think anyone that's raising kids, especially 4 kids by myself, I'm doing the best that I can.
I feel like my parents were a little bit more strict.
That's what you need to be. You need to be strict as parents. You know, you didn't hear nothing about Kim Kardashian until after she became an adult and then she started dating Ray J, who is in the culture, and you see where that turned out. You know, when she was with Reggie Bush, she wasn't acting out doing nothing crazy like that. You know, Reggie Bush, clean cut dude, went to the NFL, did his thing. You know, heard about her past, broke it off with her. She got with Ray J, and then everything is history. And so, again, the culture repeats itself. And then she got with Kanye. You know, you didn't hear too much about her when she was with old boy. I forgot the basketball player. Fuck, I forgot his name. But you didn't hear too much about her doing anything crazy. It's just like certain cultures, or certain people, and certain with the culture, it rubs off, and that's the side she chose to take. And now we see it in her daughter doing the same exact shit.
Fine with her expressing herself and having fun with it.
Check out this. Look at this. You know, Northwest, 12 years old, shows off fake tattoos, piercings after mom defends it. So they let it happen. And then they defend it. Look at that. 12 years old. Face tats, bull nose ring, whatever that is. You know, the grill or nasty grill, all the chains and stuff on. 12 years old. Contacts, henna tattoos, bull nose ring or septum ring, whatever you want to call it. The baby hair. She's 12. What she need all this stuff for? 12 years old. Taking private jets with whoever that grown-ass artist is, posing with her friends. The kids, the parents let the kids do this. I'm saying this is a trash culture. This is how they see what the regular people do, and they try to emulate that. And then the regular folks see that, and then, oh, I try to emulate her. So they emulate each other. It's just like biting off each other's style. And it's just going to continue to happen for 12 years old. Now the fun of the bustier on a 12-year-old. Love Kim and North, but it would have been no, ma'am. No for me, ma'am, wrote the user. Okay, she's 12, another critic added. You know, right here. It's really hard to really interesting because all the kids are wearing the same things, Kardashian said. But then my daughter tries to wear it, and then I'm like, okay, we're never wearing that again. Unfortunately, we made a mistake in front of the entire world. Here she is again, 12 years old. This is just wild. You can only imagine how worse it's going to get, how much worse it's going to get when she gets older. The blue hair, you know, like, look, 12 years old, wearing a mini skirt, the big ass boots, you know, like you can see like they're blurred out, the areola area, nipple area blurred out. This is what her daughter sees her mom doing. Then the daughter's going to do the same exact thing when she becomes an adult. And it's probably going to get worse from there. I'm saying, being a billionaire doesn't make you a parent, a proper parent. It's just wild that, you know, it's just an example of, you know, you should be as well as money and make it a good parent, you know, the love, the morality and everything like that. But there's no respect. There's no accountability here. It's wild. But anyway, that's my thoughts. That's my opinion on it. How you guys feel about this? Would you let your 12-year-old daughter wear stuff like this? Would you? You got to think, there's grown-ass adults out there, specifically men, they're going to prey on stuff like this. You know, the mom, she's setting her daughter up for failure. And then we hear about this, like I said, later on. So you get pregnant early. I'm not wishing that on her, but you get pregnant early, do something stupid, into drugs, because her mom only sees what she sees when she's with her. You don't know what's going on. She's rich. She has access to all this money, all these friends that know other people that can get stuff for her. So she could be doing stuff behind the scenes that her mom doesn't even know. Be involved with activities that her mom won't even know. That's how rich these people are. And yet, they sign off on it. We got to let her, express herself. That's just me. I like I said, I'm totally against it just because that's just not what you do as a parent. Like I said, I'm old school, I'm old fashioned. Okay, you sue me, whatever, come at me in the comments all you want. But this is the trash culture I be talking about, that when we speak up on it, people want to come at you like, oh, you can't tell them what to do. Okay, I can't tell you what to do, but the proof is always in the pudding. History repeats itself, and we'll see this again and again and again, and you see what comes of it. Anyway, again, that's my thoughts. That's my comments. Let me know your thoughts in the comment down below. I'd like to get this conversation started. How do you feel about it? Would you let your daughters do this? Look at them. Would you let them do that? Not me. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, to notification bell. Give me a thumbs up. Help a brother out. I'm trying to get to 4,000 before the end of the year, if I can. That'd be cool. Try to see what this YouTube thing's going to do for me. Anyway, I'll catch you next video. Peace.